మిత్రులారా, బంధువులారా, వెల్కమ్ అండ్ స్వాగతం టు సౌత్ ఏషియా మ్యాప్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఛానల్. We are continuing our Iran and Persia series. This is the part number 6. In this part, we will be talking about a sacred river called Harirud River, which is a border river or transnational river between Persia and Afghanistan. ఈ దినము మనము పురాతనమైన పారసీ దేశం యొక్క చరిత్ర భౌగోళికాన్ని తెలుసుకుంటున్నాము. పవిత్ర హరిరుద్ మాతా రివర్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుందాం. This is the Persian series. We are in part 6, Iran geography. Previously, we have identified around about 28 or so geographic regions and physiographic regions. We are today taking up Harirud River or Hari River. The term Rud is the Parsi term that stands for river. Same as Darya in Arabic word or wadis, and similar to Nadi, Nadi Matalli in Sanskrit. These presentations, all of them round about 820 or so, I posted at my education channel, YouTube channel, South Asia Maps Reddy. You can look at them. There is a difference between Mitronam, administrative political maps, and physiographic maps. This is the Persia, Iran. This is a two-dimensional map, gives about the vilayats or provinces of Persia and just the names and lines. The same here I am showing a physiographic map or a physical geography map. Physical means the land, terrain, the mountains, the rivers, the ocean bodies, how the habitat actually looks like. When you compare them here, you can see the fascinating water bodies, the Persian Gulf and Oman Gulf, and Strait of Hormuz, Zagros Mountains and Alborz Mountains, the Caspian Sea, inland Salt Lake, Sindh-Sagar Ocean, and so on. Eastern Iranian mountain ranges. This gives a fascinating, deeper inkling of a particular terrain and land, how these physical geographic landscapes the mold, the history, culture, geography of the land will be discerned deeply. Previously, I have discerned around about 28 or so physiographic regions of Iran. Here I am listing all of them. And I have overviewed them in 4 parts, A, B, C, D before, and if you want to see in one map all these 28 or so physiographic regions, you can look them here. Today we are taking a particular physiographic region called Harirud River. After this presentation, you will get a good understanding of Harirud River. Harirud River is also called Tejen River. Tejen is a town in the Akal province of Turania, that is the Turkmenistan today. And because there are various spelling and the rivers is pronounced differently, spelled differently in Turkic and Persian, Arabic or Tajik and Dari languages, you will see various forms of the spelling. So I have put some of them here. Tezen River, Harirud River, and its source is a mountain called Koi Baba in Durania, Afghanistan. Ko means again the Persian word for mountains. Essentially, that is a part of famous Hindu Kush mountains that divides Afghanistan into northern Turanian land, southern Tajiki and Pashtuni lands. Hindu Kush means Hindu killer. Kush means previously Islamic conquistadors used to capture the slaves and people from Shahi kingdom, used to carry them to Bukhara, Samarkand, Central Asia, sell them. Lot of people were able to died in the harsh winter, so it's called Hindu Kush mountains. And actual place is the its mouth means where it terminates is a Karakum desert. Kara means dark. Kum is again the Turkic word for desert region. Karakum desert in the Turania land or Turani, that is southern part of Turkmenistan today. So Peloponnesus mountain, Peloponnesus mountains have different name. This is the Greek name. And Selsilei, Selsilei means again the mountain ranges series of Safedko mountains word. So the river itself is more than 1,000 kilometers long. It is endorheic river. That means the river doesn't meet any bigger water body such as ocean or sea. It ends in a land that is called inland drainage basin. And what are the boundaries? If you look over the previous, this map, if you keep in mind, you can very easily discern this is the Harirud River or Hari River we are talking about. These surrounding lands, the places we are talking about, Harirud River, what are the borders? This is the Murgab River or Balamurgab River that also goes and joins near a town or ends in a town called Mer or Mervi, that is the historic Silk Road town. This is in the Turan region, The boundaries are Kope Deg mountains. Deg means mountain in Persian language. And south of Caspian, there is Alborz mountains, Elborz mountains, and southern and eastern arc has a different names, Aladeg mountains and Biralud mountains. So these are also the borders of Harirud River. And there is a Meshad town. This is the second or third most populous city in Iran after Tehran city. That valley, there is a river that flows near the valley called Kashaf Rud River. That is the left-hand tributary of Harirud River. And there is also other river I have shown in other place called Jam-e-Rud River. So actually the river, so here you can see Hindu Kush mountain, Harirud River, this is the Kashaf River, this is the MS is the Meshad town. I have put the abbreviations here, Asgabad in the eastern foothills of Kopedeg mountain, that is the capital of Turkmenistan, overlooking the Karakum desert, and this is the Murgab river. This is the historic city of Meri or Meru, Askabad, and goes through, the river goes through other town called Sarkas, ends in the Tezen town. Boundaries. So we have looked at the boundaries. Hindu Kush mountains, Sistan basin is further south. Again, the Endoric basin where the Farah river and Helmand river joins. Jabal and Jaran region that borders the Balochistan area of Durrania, Afghanistan, and Irania, Persia, and Balochistan regions of British India, now Pakistan. And the Sistan basin and East Iranian ranges, we talked about them. And Kashal River Basin, Kashaf River Basin, sorry, Kashaf River Basin, Kashaf River Basin, and Badki's Nature Reserve, Kopedic Mountains, Aladek Mountains, Murgab River Basin, and Karakum Deserts. We talk. The towns on the city are from the eastern side. It is in the Ghor province, the historic Ghor. There is a Ghor dynasty as ruler there, and the Bamiyan town is the nearby where the Buddha statues are there, and the Herat town and Tebad town and Islam Kila finally Tejen River. And it's very important to know Persia because after Muslim conquistadors, Islamic conquistadors, and invaded Persia around about 640 and three battles the Persians, Sassanid emperors lost, the country got totally changed and its heritage lost a lot. And the Nobel laureate V.S. Naipaul wrote two fascinating books, 1981, Among the Believers and 1998, visiting the country and his understanding of how the culture changes among the converted population. And Ram Swarup, one of the India's voice of India's thinker, reviewed them book and made very practical suggestions how the Persian intellectuals can rehabilitate some of their parent heritage and can reconcile with their parent body and heritage who are not the Muslims, and they cannot change the religion of their forefathers. So we will go and look at the actual map to get a broader understanding. So this is the, I have put it the Bamiyan town here. They're the Buddha statues. These are made more than, I think, 2,500 years back or 2,200 years back in the Kushan Empire's time that ruled this area. Fascinating engineering marvel. If you go to the North Dakota region of United States, there are the 4 president faces there. These are made round about World War One time, but you remember 2000 years back they sculptured this. So that is a fascinating engineering marvel. So this is the Aghor province region. You can see these are the Hindu Kush mountains, Koi, Baba, Peloponnesus, and you can see the river winds through. It goes the historic city of Herat. It was the popular city in western part of Afghanistan during the winter time. This is the only city that the Afghans can go to the northern part long back before the Russians made the Salang tunnel cutting the Hindu Kush mountains. So the Herat it goes to at Tayabad in Persia, Iran. The river is a border between the Afghanistan and Persia, Iran. And so you can see a Jam Torbati Jam. There is also a river called Jam Irud in this area. We'll see in the other place. So there is a border river. So Herat and Islam Kila and Toyabad, Torbat and Salehabad. Here the dam is built between, then it enters a border between border Iran and Turkmenistan. You can see a nature park and reserve, that is the Beskik Nature Reserve. This is the Turkish name. And there is the Dost. Dost means like a friendship in the Persian language. And they have built a dam here, the Dost Dam. Between, yeah, that is the dam you can see. And it goes to a old ancient town of Sarkis here and Salehabad and Nasrabad and enters into the Karakum Desert. You can see Sarkis, historic Silk Road city and town in the Sarkis. There is the Razvi Khorasan province and also similar twin city in the Turkmenistan. Finally ends up a place called Tezen. You can see that's why the river is also called Tezen, also spelled differently. That is in the Turania region. Now Turkmenistan region, that is the Karakum Desert regions. So we looked at that. We can discern that here very easily. And you have to remember certain landmarks to start with. So this is the Kopedeg Mountains, this is the Elborz, and this is the Aladeg Mountains, Biralud Mountains. This is the valley. That is the Kashaf River Valley, a tributary of Hari River. That is the where the historic one of the cities, Meshad city, lies here. And you can see this is the Murgab River here. This is the Amu River, Access River, Amu Darya River, a popular river, famous river that used to fall into again Endoric Basin, that is the Aral Lake or Aral Sea. And this is the Siddharya River Basin. And this is the Karakum Desert, this is the Kopedeg. And you can see here the Herat town should be somewhere here, the Hindu Kush mountains, Parapomesis and Safedko branches of it. You can see the fascinating valley. This is the Herat city and the town, and this is the Meshad. You can see the railway line is the Meshad. This is the Nishapur. The railway track, Trans-Iranian railway track comes from the, this is the somewhere, this is the Tehran, somewhere here. And so you can keep that in mind. And this is the Asgabad town, and this is the Meru, Murgab River. You can say Yam and Yam Meru. And so that is the, so if you zoom out, you can see the transborder city between the Afghan Turania, that is the Mazari Sharif and Kanduz, those areas, and Balkh and Badakhshan. The Termej will be there on the banks of the river. You can see very easily the Fergana Valley. This is the Dushanbe Valley, and so on. And same thing we can hear. So it's a different perspective. And the Hindu Kush Mountains, that is the Hindu Killer Mountains in the Persian language. And this is the Hari River, Harihrud River, is the Murgab River. This is the Maru region. Harihrud River, you can see the dam here, the Dost Dam, and somewhere here you will be seeing the Tezen town. This is the Kopedeg Mountains, and these are the Alborz, eastern part of Alborz, Aladeg Mountains, and Biralud Mountains, and Mesha the town, and Kashaf River is left tributary, and Jami Rud River is the right tributary. You can see the river historically, the road before the conversion proselytization, this region was ruled by Hindu Buddhist emperors. So the river was named based upon the Hindu god Hari, a Trimurti, a prominent god, a maintainer, Hari Rud. Rud is a river, Hari River, sacred river Hari. So that is about the fascinating Harihrud River, and hope this will help you to put the things in proper perspective. Harihrud River, Kashaf River I have shown here. In the next presentation, we will be looking at the Kopedeg mountain range, that is the northern Iranian mountain range. Thank you very much, Mitranam, joining me today. If you like to post any comments and suggestions, you are very welcome, and also very welcome to bring this knowledge to the similar audience like you. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, Joggari, Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps.